good morning, 7th graders. Hopefully you watched the previous video where Scotty filmed me doing push-ups this morning. If you didn't, or if you couldn't watch the video, Scotty estimated that I could do 50 push-ups in 30 seconds. That's a lot of push-ups in 30 seconds. I actually did 32 push-ups in 30 seconds. So let's use this data to find Scotty's percent error. And remember, percent error is very similar to percent change questions. All right, so the actual is 32. Scotty estimated 50. Now, percent error, we use the percent proportion. That's probably the easiest way for us to deal with word problems, which is error, and I'm going to put that in absolute value, all over actual equals p% over 100. All right. Now, first we need to find my error, or Scotty's error actually. I knew I couldn't do 50 push-ups in 30 seconds. That's a lot of push-ups. All right. So our error is just our change. All right. So I'm going to call this delta for change, and we're going to do some subtraction. So 50 minus 32. That gives us an error of 18 push-ups. All right. Now the actual push-ups was 32. So the left half of my percent proportion is going to be 18 for my error, all over 32, which is the actual. And that's going to equal my percent, which I don't know, all over 100. So let's I always like to do let statements. So let's do a let statement over here. Let's let P equal percent error. That's almost always our first step. All right, now let's go back to the percent proportion. Now there's a couple ways we can solve the proportion. All right, we could figure out what we multiply 32 by to get to 100. Not so nice. All right, so this is going to be one of those classic examples where you want to cross multiply. All right, so we're going to do 32 times p. I'll put that on the right side of my equation. That's 32p. On the left side, we're going to do 100 times 18. Now 100 times 18, that's easy. 100 times anything, you just tack on 2 zeros or move the decimal to the right 2. So that's really 1,800. So we have 1,800 on the left. All right, now we want to get P all alone. Excuse me for the shaky table. All right, I'll let it settle down here. Now we want to get P alone. P is being multiplied by 32. So we need to divide both sides by 32. And I need to show that. All right. Now, if you want, you can pull out your calculator. Take mine out. And we want to do 1,800 divided by 32. And that gives us 56.25. So we have 56 and 25 hundredths of a percent equals P. All right. So Scotty was 56.25% off when he guessed that I could do 50 push-ups. So his error was 56.25% away from what I actually did. All right, and he overestimated. All right, had he underestimated, it'd be interesting to find out what 56.25% of, well, we know that 56.25% of 32 would be 18. So if he underestimated, he would have said, oh, I did 32 minus 18 push-ups. 32 minus 18. His estimate would have been 14 if he would have underguessed, but he overguessed. All right, he thinks his dad's pretty strong. All right, so that's percent error. Now, percent change is very similar. So if you guys do any percent change questions, which I strongly encourage you to, percent change, we are going to do change all over original equals percent over 100. All right, the key here is original goes on the bottom. All right, so if you guys feel comfortable with this, IXL has some great questions for percent change. So go to IXL.com and work on the skill L10. And this is percent change. I don't think they have a lot of percent error on IXL, but it's very similar. I'd also be interested to see how you guys could do with the 30-second push-up challenge. So if you want, do the 30-second push-ups, and let me know how it goes. All right? Show up, hustle, repeat.